Cultivating a victorious mindset, the blueprint for unstoppable success. In a world that often measures you by your past, your failures, or your circumstances, a victorious mindset is the key to transcending limitations and crafting a life of purpose and achievement. This isn't about fleeting motivation or empty positivity. It's about forging an unshakable belief in yourself, fueled by desire, faith, and relentless action. Below, I'll guide you through the pillars of a victorious mindset, sharing insights, stories, and practical steps to help you become the architect of your own success. Whether you're chasing a career milestone, personal transformation, or a bold dream, this blueprint will empower you to rise above doubt and claim your victory. Confidence, the foundation of greatness. Confidence is the cornerstone of a victorious mindset. It's not about arrogance or pretending to be flawless. It's the quiet certainty that you belong, that you're capable, and that you can handle whatever comes your way. The world may try to define you by your mistakes, your background, or your setbacks, but true power lies in how you see yourself. Confidence is the armor you wear when stepping into the unknown, the voice that says, "I am enough," even when doubt creeps in. Consider the story of Oprah Winfrey, who rose from a childhood of poverty and trauma to become one of the most influential women in the world. She didn't wait for permission to speak with authority or move with purpose. She claimed her space, trusting her ability to learn, grow, and lead. Confidence allowed her to turn rejections into opportunities, transforming a local talk show into a global empire. But confidence isn't born overnight. It's cultivated through small, deliberate choices. For example, when I faced my first public speaking event, my knees shook and my mind raced with fear of judgment. But I chose to focus on my preparation, my message, and the value I could offer. Each time I stepped up, my confidence grew, not because I was perfect, but because I refused to let fear dictate my actions. Why it matters. Psychologists like Albert Bandura, who developed the concept of self-efficacy, have shown that belief in your abilities directly influences your performance. When you trust yourself, you take risks, embrace challenges, and recover faster from setbacks. Confidence doesn't mean having all the answers. It means trusting you'll figure them out. How to build it. Reframe negative self-talk. Write down one limiting belief, e.g., "I'm not good enough." Replace it with an empowering statement like, "I am capable of learning and growing." Repeat this daily for 30 days. Start small. Take one action each day that scares you, like speaking up in a meeting or trying a new skill. Small wins build momentum. Embody confidence. Stand tall, make eye contact, and speak with clarity. Your body language shapes your mindset, as research by Amy Cuddy on power posing demonstrates. Confidence is a decision to act as if success is already part of your identity. Choose it daily and watch how the world responds to your presence. Burning desire, the fire that fuels achievement. Every great accomplishment begins with a burning desire, a relentless obsession that consumes your thoughts and propels you forward. This isn't a fleeting wish or a casual goal. It's a hunger that makes success non-negotiable. As Napoleon Hill wrote in Think and Grow Rich, desire is the starting point of all achievement, not a hope, not a wish, but a keen, pulsating desire which transcends everything. Take Elon Musk as an example. His vision to colonize Mars wasn't born from a passing interest. It was a burning desire that drove him to found SpaceX, endure countless failures, and persist despite skepticism. When a 2008 rocket launch failed, Musk didn't quit. His desire pushed him to analyze the failure, refine the design, and launch again. Today, SpaceX's reusable rockets are revolutionizing space travel. Desire is what separates dreamers from doers. It's the force that wakes you up at dawn, keeps you working late, and pushes you through rejection. But desire alone isn't enough. It must be clear and specific. I once struggled with vague goals like, "I want to be successful." It wasn't until I defined success as writing a book that inspires 10,000 people that my desire became a guiding star, giving me clarity and purpose. Why it matters. Desire creates focus. A 2018 study in psychological science found that people with clear intrinsic goals are more likely to persist through challenges because their motivation is tied to personal meaning, not external rewards. How to ignite it. Define your why. Ask, what am I willing to struggle for? Write down one specific goal that excites you, like, I want to run a marathon or I want to start my own business. Make it visible. Create a vision board with images and words representing your goal. Place it where you'll see it daily, on your desk, fridge, or phone wallpaper. Fuel it daily. Spend 5 minutes each morning reflecting on why your goal matters. Journal about how achieving it will feel and who it will impact. Desire without action is fantasy, but when backed by clarity and persistence, it becomes a force that reshapes your reality. Faith and visualization, see it before you live it. Success begins in the mind. Faith is the unwavering belief that your goals are already yours, even when the world offers no proof. It's the inner conviction that time will catch up to your vision. Visualization is the tool that brings faith to life, allowing you to rehearse success until it feels real. Serena Williams, one of the greatest athletes of all time, used visualization to dominate tennis. Before matches, she visualized every serve, every rally, and every victory, imagining the feel of the racket and the roar of the crowd. This mental rehearsal built unshakable confidence, preparing her for high-pressure moments. Science supports this. A 2016 UCLA study found that visualization activates the same neural pathways as real experiences, making success feel familiar to the brain. I've used visualization to overcome my own doubts. When preparing for a major presentation, I pictured myself speaking with clarity, engaging the audience, and receiving applause. By the time I stepped on stage, my mind was primed for success, and my nerves felt like excitement instead of fear. Why it matters? Visualization rewires your brain for success. By repeatedly imagining positive outcomes, you reduce anxiety and increase confidence, as shown in studies on athletes and performers. How to practice it? Set the scene. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Spend 5 to 10 minutes visualizing your goal in vivid detail. Sights, sounds, emotions, and sensations. Make it routine. Practice visualization every morning or before bed. Consistency strengthens the mental image. Act as if. Align your actions with your vision. Speak, move, and work like the person who has already achieved your goal. Faith bridges the gap between where you are and where you're going. See it, believe it, and move toward it every single day. Autosuggestion. Rewriting your mental blueprint. Your subconscious mind is always listening, absorbing the stories you tell it. Autosuggestion is the practice of deliberately programming your mind with empowering beliefs through repeated affirmations. It's like planting seeds in a garden. What you sow, you reap. Many of us carry limiting beliefs shaped by past experiences. I'm not good enough. Success is for others. Or, I always fail. These thoughts become mental habits, but they can be rewritten. Jim Carrey, before his fame, used autosuggestion to fuel his rise. As a struggling actor, he wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered and visualized cashing it. Years later, he earned exactly that amount for a film role. I've seen this work in my own life. When I doubted my ability to lead a project, I repeated, I am a confident and capable leader, every morning. Over weeks, my self-doubt faded, and I began acting with authority, earning the trust of my team. Why it matters. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Psychology found that positive affirmations can reduce stress and improve performance by reshaping neural pathways through neuroplasticity. How to use it. Craft specific affirmations. Write 3 to 5 affirmations tied to your goal, like, I am disciplined and focused on my work, or I attract opportunities for growth. Repeat consistently. Say your affirmations aloud twice daily, morning and night for 30 days. Use a mirror to make it personal. Feel the emotion. As you repeat, feel the confidence and excitement of your words. Emotion strengthens the impact. Autosuggestion isn't about pretending. It's about choosing a new inner story that empowers you to become the person you envision. Mastery, becoming unstoppable in your craft. In a world of shortcuts and superficial effort, mastery is rare, and that's why it's rewarded. Mastery is the pursuit of excellence in your chosen domain, where skill becomes second nature and competence sets you apart. It's not about knowing a little about everything, it's about knowing a lot about one thing. Consider Kobe Bryant, whose relentless pursuit of mastery made him a basketball legend. He didn't just practice, he studied game footage, analyzed opponents, and trained harder than anyone else. His Mamba mentality was about outworking and outlearning the competition, turning talent into greatness. Mastery requires deliberate practice, curiosity, and sacrifice. When I started writing, I wasn't naturally gifted, but I committed to studying great authors, taking notes, and writing daily. Over time, my words flowed better, and my confidence grew. Not because I was born with talent, but because I devoted myself to the craft. Why it matters. Research by Anders Ericsson on deliberate practice shows that expertise comes from focused, intentional effort over time, not innate ability. Mastery makes you indispensable in a distracted world. How to achieve it? Focus on one domain. Choose a skill or field to master, like public speaking, coding, or leadership. Narrow your focus to go deep. Practice deliberately. Spend 1 to 2 hours daily on targeted practice. For example, if you're a writer, analyze a great article and mimic its structure. Seek feedback. Ask mentors or peers for honest input. Use it to refine your skills, not to take it personally. Mastery is a journey of devotion. Go deep, stay curious, and become the best at what you do. Decision and immediate action, the antidote to hesitation. Hesitation is the shadow that dims your ambition. Success doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It rewards those who decide quickly and act boldly. The most successful people aren't the smartest, they're the most decisive. Take Sarah Blakely, who turned a $5,000 investment into Spanx, a billion-dollar company. When she had the idea for shapewear, she didn't wait for approval or expertise. She patented her idea, pitched it to manufacturers, and learned as she went. Her decisive action turned a spark into an empire. I learned this lesson when I hesitated to launch a passion project, waiting for the right time. Months passed and I had nothing to show for it. When I finally decided to start, flaws and all, I gained clarity through action. Even mistakes taught me more than inaction ever could. Why it matters. A 2019 study in Journal of Applied Psychology found that decisive people achieve more because they gain feedback and momentum through action, even if imperfect. How to act decisively. Set a deadline. Give yourself 24 hours to decide on any opportunity. If you're unsure, choose the path that aligns with your goal. Take one step. Break your goal into a single immediate action, like emailing a contact or signing up for a course. Do it today. Embrace imperfection. Accept that mistakes are part of progress. Act, learn, and adjust. Action creates clarity. You can't steer a parked car, so start moving, and momentum will carry you forward. Persistence and overcoming fear. The path to freedom. Every success story is rooted in one word: persistence. It's the ability to keep going when others quit, to rise one more time when the world expects you to stay down. Fear of failure, rejection, or judgment will always be there. But it's not your enemy. It's a signal, a compass pointing toward growth. J.K. Rowling faced 12 rejections before Harry Potter was published. Each no tested her resolve, but her persistence turned a manuscript into a global phenomenon. She didn't wait for fear to vanish, she wrote through it, trusting her vision. I've faced fear too. When I launched my first blog, I worried about criticism, but I posted anyway, and each post built my resilience. Over time, I realized that fear wasn't a barrier. It was a gateway to growth. Why it matters. Persistence builds mental toughness. A 2021 study in Nature found that resilience, not talent, is the strongest predictor of long-term success across fields. How to persist. Reframe fear. Write down one fear holding you back. Example, I'll fail. Next to it, write how failing could teach you something valuable. Break through with action. When fear strikes, take one small step immediately, like drafting an email or practicing a skill for 10 minutes. Celebrate small wins. Track your progress in a journal. Each step forward reinforces your ability to keep going. On the other side of fear is freedom. Persist, and you'll discover what you're truly capable of. Conclusion. Your victory awaits. A victorious mindset isn't a gift reserved for the lucky, it's a choice you make every day. By cultivating confidence, you claim your worth. With burning desire, you ignite your purpose. Through faith and visualization, you see your future clearly. Autosuggestion rewires your mind for success, while mastery makes you indispensable. Decisive action turns dreams into reality, and persistence ensures you never give up. But the journey isn't easy. Doubt, fear, and setbacks will test you. That's why you must start now, today. Write down your goal, visualize your success, take one bold step. You don't need permission or perfection. You need only the courage to believe in yourself and act. Your victory is inevitable, if you choose it. So stand tall, speak with intent, and move with purpose. The world is waiting for the unstoppable version of you.